What's good, YouTube? And I never wanted to ever make a video like this twice. For those of you that are unfamiliar, I was canceled once again by another prominent archetypal community. Last time was Altergeist after my exceptionally based red-pilled and epic list that they failed to find based, red-pilled, epic, or defensible. I agreed with them. I didn't put much thought into it, but I was shocked to see that this past week I was canceled by a second community, Ghostrick. Now this came after I released a video in which I analyzed the capacity of competitive Ghostricks in the new format. What the was that? And unfortunately, it was not well received. You can see the list on screen in front of you. It certainly does not look like a conventional Ghostrick list. And that's because I would like to win games. I know this is a concept that is alien to most Ghostrick players, but at some point you have to stop playing with yourself, flipping your monsters face up and down, and actually attack for a lethal amount of damage. This deck is very good at doing that, and as a result is very bad at activating Jiangshi 20 times over the course of 20 turns. For that reason, the Ghostrick community was upset with me. They ran to their Discord, ran to their Twitters, and ran to my comment section to let me know that my deck was actually unbased, cringe, and in fact, blue-pilled. Let's take a quick look at some of those comments right now. I left and didn't let the ads play. This list made me sad. I love your video. I think you're very intelligent. I really appreciate the insight you have into Yu-Gi-Oh! One quick criticism, you're white! This video isn't really Ghostricks. It really just rank 3 control. Should have named it what it actually was, a bunch of good stuff with like 2 Ghostrick cards, cause man, this isn't what I came to see. And here I thought my Ghostrick deck was awful. I play Ghostricks with Paleo. They are level 2. Easy Succubus. You can mill the Paleo with the new fairy. But MBT1 is another level indeed. I like this person owned up to the fact that they are playing a bad Ghostrick deck that loses constantly and aims to use cards that are not Ghostricks to win games. And yet I'm the villain for doing the exact same thing but taking fat W's. Was excited seeing the video title. Was baited hard as hell. Hate it here. This deck list is anything but Ghostrick. Just for a quick refresher, let me just show you the main setup combo for this deck, because everyone's pretending like I just baited them by including a bunch of Ghostricks in the extra and like never making them. So here's what the deck is capable of doing when it's allowed to go first. You make any 2 3s into an Alucard, into an Angel. Trigger the Angel for the shot. Shot for the Alucard. Angel to summon back the Alucard. Alucard to add back the shot. UFD. Then you can go Aquamancer for a Brave Line if you want as well. If you have more extenders, you can go into a 3rd copy of Alucard and then make another Angel of Mischief ending on the Ghostrick Link, the Ghostrick Field Spell, the Ghostrick Trap. But that's not enough Ghostrick for these people, because those Ghostricks are good. They want to see me lose. No. Like, I understand the point. No. Don't pretend this deck wouldn't work better with any other flavor of bullshit. I do want to address this real quick. I think that this is the best possible application of Alucard and Angel of Mischief. I think that Ghostrick Shot performs a function in this deck that no other card and no other archetype can. But that's not enough. They also want them to set themselves. As garbage as Ghostricks are, jamming as little support for them as possible and calling it a Ghostrick deck when the game plan is use them to vomit better cards on the field just betrays whatever aspect of themselves is still left. Just do as you said at the end and put better cards in. And play the Ghostrick extra deck as an easy extension line into UDF or something. Edit. Actually, what someone else just said helped me understand why I hate this so much. This is a deck that uses Ghostricks, not a Ghostrick deck. Call it something else, and I'd be happy about this. Buddy, you're playing Ghostricks in 2022. You're not going to be happy about anything. But I do like the concept that like Ghostricks are in a toxic relationship with the Brave engine. They're not being exploited, they're pieces of cardboard. So here's the hilarious thing about this. Somehow I find this more boring than a normal Ghostrick list. Oh no, if there's one thing I'll say about Ghostrick lists on YouTube, they're not boring. The gameplay, on the other hand. The thing about Ghostrick is that it's an underdog deck. It's a deck we like to see win despite it being bad. This does the same line every single game. There's no variations. It's just really boring. And you can say copium or whatever, and I will! But the entire identity of the deck, the whole Halloween gimmick, is just completely gone in this list. It feels almost soulless in a way, and this is where you can tell they're from DNG. I'm not saying the deck is bad by no means. It just feels sort of homogenized. Well, this homophobe is absolutely correct. However, I would say that a deck's identity being that they are so bad you can't help but root for them is probably not a good thing. And if I'm trying to build a competitive version of it, I will probably not adhere to an identity in which they are the weaker deck by default. But hey, that's just me. Before, I laughed at people who got upset at MBT playing their deck like a dumbass. But now that I am on the receiving end, and I will never laugh at these people again. I've been hoping MBT would make a Ghostrick video, since Ghostrick got a really good boost with its new support. The support gives Ghostrick some speed while staying within the spirit of the archetype. While it's slow and not competitive, it is one of the most fun decks I've played. Let me just take a real quick break. If you've ever played competitive Ghostricks, you would know that it is anything but fun. I don't find anything fun about activating a skeleton 15 turns in a row to mill your opponent out just to lose when they finally find a Solemn Strike. But hey, that's just me. If anyone wants to see the way the deck is built from people who actually play and love the archetype, I would recommend going to the Ghostrick Discord. It is an active and great community. To summarize, here is a quote from the Discord server. That's like calling a deck BA, because they play Cherubini. I hope MBT reforms his vile ways. But until then, I'm not mad, just disappointed. So the first person who invented that phrase, I'm not mad, just disappointed, should be sent out to pasture. I can't believe how poorly that phrase has been deployed online, especially here. You're not mad? Buddy, you just wrote 3 paragraphs about how mad you were. Own up to it. You're upset. It's fine. You're a Ghostrick one trick. There's not a lot else that can hurt you at this point. TLDR. MBT will now be a slur in the Ghostrick community till he posts a formal apology and makes a video where he actually plays Ghostrick. Be careful with your monetization, chat. Don't say MBT in the first 15 seconds. Decklist kinda based, but to be honest, it's a deck that relies on Ghostrick. Do people just want replays of you losing playing Ghostrick Control from forever ago? Z, I'll be honest with you. Yes, that's exactly what they want. People just don't want the name of a different deck plastered over something whose end goal is anything but a single Ghostrick sadly has for possible win cons. The deck pure fucking sucks. True, but don't parade the shell alone with another thing dressed in it and say it's the same thing. Let Ghostricks die their sad death instead of trying to make money off of us dumb idiots who like it and want to see what little new things they can do. This one's amazing because there's so many implications here that I think are all just stellar. Number 1, that this archetype that has just received new support deserves to die a dignified death. It's cardboard. You don't want to see people activating Alucard in 2022 because it betrays the original purpose? Come on. 2, the concept that I'm clickbaiting for money from the Ghostrick fandom. I'm gonna be real with you all. I don't think any of the Ghostrick fandom has much money. I don't think they sat in the video and watched all of the ads all the way through. Realistically, I don't think they have much time to do anything but play the one Ghostrick game that they started in the year 2016. We're just a couple more skeleton activations until we're done with game 1. But why cameraman sounds so sexy though?
Welcome, viewers at home and on Farfo's Twitch channel too.
He do be sounding a little bit sexy. My delusion is unmeasurable, and my day is ruined. Well, at least they're honest. Well, this might be the most depressing deck list that you've had on this show. The reply? Cope. I understand what this is about. The Ghostrick community saw what happened for the Altergeist community. They saw that I sat myself at the throne of Douglas Zeef and begged for forgiveness for the sin of playing a bad list. They want the same. They want me to treat Ghostrick with the same reverence they have for it. They want a soulful, pure Ghostrick deck, an ethno-state of spirits that will finally bring this deck back to where it belongs. Table 500, but playing cards from 2022. They want me to give it a second crack. And to them I say, no, absolutely not. I will not play 1 second of Jiangshi Turbo. I will not resolve the effect of Skeleton. I will not mill out any opponents. I will not hide behind Mansion. I will win games playing good cards, be they Ghostricks or not. If all I'm playing main from your garbage archetype is shot, so be it. I'll still be beating you. And at the end of the day, when I'm X1 and you're 1X, we'll see where the Ghostricks lie. That's it. Bye-bye.